Somchai Wongsawat is a Thai politician, a Prime Minister of Thailand in 2008 and a former executive member of the People's Power Party whose political rights have been disenfranchised by the Constitutional Court for 5 years. Prior to entering electoral politics, he had served civil service and judicial service, having been appointed Permanent Secretary of Justice in 2000 by the government of Chuan Leekpai. Following his retirement from office in 2006 owing to the pensionable age, he entered politics after the 2006 coup unseating the government of his brother-in-law, Thaksin Shinawatra. He joined the PPP, which won the December 2007 parliamentary elections, becoming Minister of Education and Senior Deputy Prime Minister, after the premiership of Somchai had been terminated by the Court for contravening the Conflict of Interests law. Somchai was successfully nominated Prime Minister. His government had to deal with the 2008 Thailand political crisis as well as the global financial crisis of 2008, and the PPP was eventually dissolved by the Court and its executive members, including Somchai, were prohibited from politics for 5 years for vote buying committed by Xiengyod. Family life. Somchai was born at Ampho Chuang, Nakhon Si Thammarat Province, son of Mr. Choem and Mrs. Dup Wongsawat. He is a brother-in-law of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra and former Prime Minister Xiengyod Shinawatra, having married the sister Yawa. The couple have 3 children, Mr. Yochan and Wongsawat, Ms. Jinisha Wongsawat and Mrs. Chayapanam. Somchai's wife Yawa previously served as an MP in the Thai Raktai Party led by her older brother, Thaksin Shinawatra. Like 110 other members of the party, she was banned from participating in politics for a 5-year period by the order of the Constitutional Tribunal because of the party's violation of election laws. Education. Somchai completed his primary education in his hometown, and his secondary education at Amnue Silpa School in Bangkok. He received a Bachelor of Law from Faculty of Law, Thammasat University in 1970, becoming a barrister at law of the Thai Bar Association in the next 3 years. He achieved his Master of Public Administration from the National Institute of Development Administration in 2002. Career. Public service. Somchai has been appointed to various offices in the juridical service and the civil service, including inter alia, Assistant Judge of the Ministry of Justice in 1974, Ministerial Justice in the next year, Justice of Chiang Mai's Provincial Court in 1976, Justice of Chiang Mai in 1978, Justice of Chiang Rai in 1983, Chief of the Bench of Phang Nga's Provincial Court in 1986, Chief of the Children and Juvenile Court of Rayong in 1987, Chief of Chonburi's Provincial Court in 1988 and of Nonthapuri's Provincial Court in the next year, and Chief of the Bench of Thonburi's Criminal Court in 1990, respectively. Somchai held office as Judge of the 3rd Region's Appellate Court in 1993 and Chief of the Bench of the 2nd Region's Appellate Court in 1997. In 1998, Somchai was appointed as the Deputy Permanent Secretary of Justice for Academic Affairs, and later for Administrative Affairs. He became the Permanent Secretary of Justice on the 11th of November 2000, and was transferred to become the Permanent Secretary of Labour from the 8th of March to the 30th of September 2006, the date he retired from the public service after reaching pensionable age. Somchai has been since appointed inter alia Chairperson of the Law Committee of the National Research Council of Thailand. member of the Thai Bar Association's Committee, member of the Board of Thailand's Electricity Generation Authority, member of the Board of the Narcotics Prevention and Suppression Board, member of the Money Laundering Prevention and Suppression Board, member of the Committee of the Council of State of Thailand, member of the Board of Policy of the National Thai Police, member of the Civil Service Board of Thailand, member of the Juridical Service Board of Thailand, a member of the National Official Information Board of Thailand, Premiership, a member of the People Power Party. He was the deputy leader of the party in 2007 and held office as the Minister of Education in the next year and senior deputy prime minister. Somchai became the prime minister on 9 September 2008, upon the Constitutional Court's decision that the premiership of Samik Sundarave had been terminated for his having worked as the MC of 2 cooking shows while in office, in violation of the law forbidding government ministers from holding any other paid employment. On September 17, 2008, Somchai was elected Prime Minister of the country by the National Assembly, receiving 298 favorable votes, more than the 163 votes for Abhisat Vejajiva. King Bhumibol Adulyadej issued a royal proclamation appointing Somchai as the 26th Prime Minister on September 18, 2008. Siege. On October 7, 2008, anti-government protesters attempted to hold 320 parliamentarians and senators hostage inside the parliament building, cutting off power. Somchai Wongsawat escaped by climbing a rear fence after his policy address. Other legislators were trapped inside. The 6-week sit-in and siege on the area next to the Prime Minister's office led the government to transfer its activities temporarily to Don Mueang. Eventually, Somchai authorized the police to use force against the demonstrations. Thousands were injured, some seriously, and 2 protesters died, one a young woman. Both were killed by exploding police gas grenades, which also maimed a number who lost limbs. Investigation. On September 29, Thailand's Election Commission spokesman Ruangro Jomsueb said a subcommittee would investigate Somchai per Senator Ruang Krai Leekpai.Following's complaint on whether Somchai violated the constitution by holding shares in Thailand's CS Locks Info PCL, an internet service provider that is a contract partner of CA Telecom, a state-owned telecommunications service provider. The Thai constitution bars parliament members from holding shares in companies that do business with state enterprises, and if found guilty, Somchai would be disqualified as parliament member and ousted as prime minister. Neglected duty and removal. On October 17, Thailand's anti-corruption body found Prime Minister Somchai Wongsawat guilty of neglecting his duties while working in the Justice Department. 8 years ago, members of the National Counter-Corruption Commission said Somchai was wrong to suspend a corruption investigation into 2 senior officials while he was a permanent secretary at the Justice Ministry in 2000. The NCCC's investigation followed a complaint lodged by senior Judge Chamnan Roy Wonpong after he petitioned for an investigation into alleged corruption involving a land sale in Pathum Thani province in 2000. After the petition, Somchai set up a disciplinary panel, accusing Chamnan of serious wrongdoing and recommending he be fired, prompting Chamnan to make the counter-complaint. Somchai Cabinet.